significantly affect athletic performance at prescribed doses. Athletes can safely use oral antibiotics for acne without worrying about performance impacts. Spironolactone, if used by female athletes, is not banned in professional sports and doesn't directly affect performance, though it's a diuretic potentially affecting hydration. Athletes using spironolactone should ensure adequate electrolyte and fluid intake. Isotretinoin doesn't affect athletic performance. However, during isotretinoin treatment, skin is photosensitive and sometimes irritated, which might temporarily affect comfort during training. Otherwise, no performance impact. Retinoids don't directly affect athletic performance. Some concerns about sun-sensitizing acne treatments affecting outdoor athletes are legitimate. Sun-sensitizing treatments require extra sun protection for outdoor athletes. Using high SPF sunscreen that's sweat-resistant and reapplying frequently is necessary. Anxiety about acne potentially affecting performance is psychological rather than physiological. If acne causes confidence loss that affects athletic performance, treating acne improves performance through psychological mechanisms. Conversely, improved mental health from treating acne often improves athletic performance. The overall effect of treating acne in athletes is typically positive. Improved mental health, confidence, and well-being generally improve or maintain athletic performance. Guide 73, Acne Treatment Costs, Insurance Coverage, and Affordable Options. Cost of acne treatment varies dramatically based on treatments selected and whether insurance covers them. Understanding costs and coverage options helps make affordable choices. Over-the-counter topical treatments, salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, retinol, cost $5 to $30 per product and are usually affordable. These are often effective for mild to moderate acne. Prescription topical treatments, tretinoin, adapalene, azelaic acid, cost $20-$100 plus per month depending on insurance. Generic versions are often affordable, brand name versions cost more. Oral antibiotics, doxycycline generic, cost $10 to $30 per month typically, making them affordable. Oral isotretinoin can be expensive, $200-$500 plus per month, even though the generic is relatively affordable. However, insurance typically covers isotretinoin for severe acne, bringing costs down significantly. Without insurance, isotretinoin can be prohibitively expensive. Spironolactone generic is inexpensive, $10 to $30 per month, making it affordable. Oral contraceptives for hormonal acne range from $20-$100 plus monthly without insurance, though many are quite affordable. Insurance typically covers at least some options. Professional treatments, chemical peels $150 to $300, laser $400-$1,000 plus, microneedling $200 to $400, are expensive and insurance rarely covers them. However, they might be worth pursuing if home treatment's insufficient. Insurance coverage varies widely. Some insurances cover prescription acne treatments generously while others cover minimally. Checking your insurance coverage for your specific treatments helps plan. Dermatology visits cost $100-$300 plus without insurance. Some dermatologists offer sliding scale fees for uninsured patients. Community health centers often provide affordable dermatology care. Affordable acne management strategies. Start with over-the-counter treatments, use generic prescription medications if needed, ask dermatologists about patient assistance programs for expensive medications, consider community health center dermatology if cost is barrier. Check insurance coverage before treatments. Many effective acne treatments are affordable. Cost shouldn't prevent access to basic acne treatment, though advanced professional treatments may be limited by budget. Guide 74. Traveling with acne and maintaining treatment consistency. Travel disrupts routines, and changes in water, climate, and environment sometimes affect acne. Planning ahead helps maintain acne treatment consistency while traveling. Packing acne treatments. Bringing full-size bottles takes space and weight. Travel size containers, available at most pharmacies, help. Decanting products into smaller bottles also works. Ensure all liquids comply with airline regulations if flying. Jet lag affects sleep quality and can worsen acne through stress and hormonal disruption. Prioritizing sleep adjustment and jet lag management helps minimize acne worsening from travel. Different water quality in travel destinations affects skin. Hard water or heavily chlorinated water might irritate skin. Using bottled water for rinsing face, or adapting cleansing to account for different water, helps minimize water-related skin issues. Different climates affect acne. Traveling to humid climates from dry climates or vice versa might temporarily worsen acne as skin adjusts. Using moisture-appropriate products for the destination climate helps. Stress from travel worsens acne. Stress management during travel, exercise, meditation, sleep prioritization, helps manage stress-related acne worsening. Maintaining routine is important. Even if traveling, continuing your acne treatment routine helps maintain clarity. Making treatment part of your travel routine, like packing it with toiletries, helps ensure consistency. Some travelers experience travel acne from new environments, water, or stress despite normally clear skin. Understanding this is temporary and will resolve upon return helps maintain perspective. Professional treatments aren't practical while traveling. Continuing topical treatments and avoiding new triggering factors is realistic goal during travel. If traveling long-term, weeks or months, establishing local dermatology care if treatments need refilling helps maintain continuity. Guide 75. Acne in specific professions, pilots, surgeons, healthcare workers, and others. Certain professions have acne-promoting environmental factors. Understanding profession-specific acne factors allows appropriate prevention. Pilots and flight crew experience repeated altitude changes, cabin air pressure, dry air, and frequent travel jet lag, all acne-promoting factors. Additionally, time zone changes disrupt sleep and stress levels. These workers benefit from aggressive acne prevention and hydration strategies. Surgeons and healthcare workers wear masks for prolonged periods, creating occlusion and friction-related acne under masks. The pandemic increased mask-related acne awareness. Prevention includes mask breaks when possible, changing masks frequently, keeping skin under mask clean and dry, and using non-comedogenic products. Chefs and kitchen workers are exposed to heat, steam, and supplementation is safe for most people, though it can cause mild gastrointestinal upset and rare interactions with blood thinners. Plant-based omega-3, ALA from flax or chia, is less effective than fish-derived EPA/DHA. Probiotics as oral supplements have mixed evidence for acne. While probiotics support gut health and might support skin through gut-skin axis mechanisms, specific acne benefits aren't reliably demonstrated. Some people report acne improvement with specific probiotic strains, but individual variation is substantial. If interested in probiotics, quality products with documented effective strains are preferable to low-quality products, though quality doesn't guarantee benefit. N-acetylcysteine supports glutathione production and has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Some evidence suggests NAC might improve inflammatory acne. Typical dosing is 600 to 1,200 mg daily. NAC is generally well tolerated, though some people experience gastrointestinal upset. Spironolactone supplementation is sometimes discussed, but spironolactone is a pharmaceutical medication, not a supplement, requiring prescription. This isn't applicable for over-the-counter supplementation. Saw palmetto is a botanical supplement claimed to reduce DHT and support acne. Evidence is limited and mostly from prostate health studies rather than acne-specific research. Acne-specific benefits aren't well established. Red clover contains isoflavones with weak estrogenic effects, claimed to reduce androgen activity and improve acne. However, evidence is limited. Additionally, red clover might interact with hormonal medications. Spearmint tea supplementation has some evidence for hormonal acne reduction through weak antiandrogenic effects. Drinking 2 cups of spearmint tea daily for several months might improve hormonal acne modestly in some women. This is one of the few plant-based approaches with dedicated acne research, though evidence is still limited. Licorice extract is promoted for anti-inflammatory effects. Topical licorice has some evidence for skin benefit, though oral licorice supplementation for acne lacks strong evidence. Additionally, chronic licorice consumption can affect electrolytes and blood pressure. Selenium supplementation at moderate levels, 55 to 200 micrograms daily, might support skin health through antioxidant mechanisms. However, acne-specific benefits aren't well established, and excessive selenium causes toxicity. Important considerations for supplementation: supplements aren't regulated as rigorously as pharmaceuticals, meaning quality, purity, and actual content vary between brands. Third-party testing helps identify higher quality products. Supplements can interact with medications. Discuss supplementation with your healthcare provider, particularly if taking medications. Supplements take weeks to months to demonstrate benefits. Expecting rapid results leads to disappointment. Supplements work best supporting other treatments, not replacing proven acne treatments. Many people take ineffective supplements indefinitely while their acne worsens, when proven topical treatments would help. Finally, the supplement industry profits from marketing claims exceeding evidence. Skepticism is appropriate. Practical approach: implement proven lifestyle modifications, sleep, stress management, diet, and proven topical treatments first. If acne improvement plateaus, consider evidence-based supplementation like zinc, vitamin D, or omega-3s. Avoid high-dose, poorly studied supplements marketed with exaggerated claims. Guide 39: Acne in diverse skin types and ethnic considerations. Acne manifestation, treatment response, and complications vary across different skin types and ethnic backgrounds. Understanding these differences ensures appropriate, culturally informed acne management. Skin type classification using Fitzpatrick scale ranges from Type 1, very fair, burns easily, to Type 6, very dark, never burns. Acne occurs across all skin types, but manifestation and complication risks differ significantly. Post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, PIH, is more prominent and persistent in darker skin types, types 4 to 6. While lighter skin types experience PIH that fades within 3 to 6 months, darker skin types often experience PIH persisting 6 to 12 months or longer. This makes PIH management particularly important for darker skin types. Aggressive sun protection, early treatment of active acne to minimize inflammation, and specific PIH treatments, vitamin C, azelaic acid, hydroquinone, are particularly important for darker skin. Post-inflammatory erythema, redness persisting after acne heals, is more prominent in lighter skin types, while PIH dominates in darker skin types. Understanding your skin type predisposes you to which complication helps target appropriate treatments. Acne scarring appears across all skin types, though manifestation differs. Hypertrophic scars, raised, thick scars, are more common in darker skin types, while atrophic scars, depressed scars, are more common in lighter skin types. Some darker skin types experience keloid scars, excessive scarring extending beyond original injury, requiring specific treatment approaches. Treatment tolerability varies by skin type. Benzoyl peroxide can appear white or chalky on very dark skin, making application inconvenient. Using micronized formulations or applying to clean, dry skin before any other products helps. Some people with darker skin prefer avoiding benzoyl peroxide entirely and using alternatives like salicylic acid or retinoids. Photosensitivity from retinoids and chemical exfoliants presents differently across skin types. While all skin types experience increased sun sensitivity, darker skin types experience more severe hyperpigmentation from sun exposure, making sun protection even more critical. Lighter skin types experience more severe sunburn from photosensitivity. Chemical peels require different approach across skin types. Superficial peels are generally safe for all skin types. However, medium depth and particularly deep peels carry higher complication risk in darker skin types, including post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation and abnormal pigmentation. Dermatologists experienced in treating darker skin types are preferable for deeper peels. As I do, and those who matter don't judge me based on temporary skin condition. This isn't denying acne reality but maintaining perspective. Social support is protective. Talking with friends, family, or support groups about acne-related stress reduces isolation. Many people are surprised to learn how many others have experienced acne and understand its psychological impact. Online acne support communities can provide connection and perspective from others who truly understand the experience. Professional mental health support is appropriate if acne causes depression, anxiety, or social withdrawal. A therapist can help with acne-related body image concerns, anxiety, and depression. Therapy combined with medical acne treatment often produces better outcomes than medical treatment alone for those with significant psychological impact. Dermatology-specific cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, exists for conditions like acne where the medical component is intertwined with psychological factors. This specialized therapy combines dermatological education with psychological techniques for managing appearance-related anxiety and acne-related stress. If available, dermatology CBT can be particularly helpful. Mindfulness and acceptance-based approaches help by reducing the mental energy spent fighting against acne reality. Rather than, "I shouldn't have acne, this is unfair," acceptance involves, I currently have acne. This is a medical condition I'm actively treating. I can't control its presence right now, but I can control my response. This reduces suffering while maintaining motivation to treat acne. Stress management is particularly important because stress worsens acne through multiple physiological mechanisms: cortisol production, inflammation increase, immune dysfunction. Therefore, reducing stress not only improves mental health but also improves acne. Meditation, yoga, regular exercise, adequate sleep, and enjoyable activities all reduce stress and support both mental health and acne improvement. Appearance-focused repetitive behaviors like mirror checking, skin picking, and comparing yourself to others on social media exacerbate acne-related psychological distress. Reducing these behaviors through deliberate practice improves mental health. Set limits on mirror checking, perhaps checking appearance once in the morning and evening rather than constantly throughout the day. Limit social media exposure, particularly platforms emphasizing appearance. Avoid picking at skin, which worsens acne and increases psychological focus on lesions. Goal setting around acne treatment provides hope and motivation. Rather than the vague goal, clear skin, set specific targets. I will consistently use my skincare routine for 12 weeks and reassess, or I will make a dermatology appointment this month, or I will reduce skin checking from 10 times daily to 3 times daily. These concrete goals provide motivation and measurable progress. Celebrating small improvements maintains motivation. Rather than dismissing minor acne improvement as insufficient, recognize it as progress toward your goal. Each step forward is worth acknowledgement. Professional treatment validation through dermatological consultation helps. Hearing from a dermatologist that your acne is treatable and that you'll likely achieve clear skin with appropriate treatment provides hope. This hope reduces the sense of helplessness many acne sufferers experience. Family and friend education about acne helps create a supportive environment. Explaining to loved ones that acne is a medical condition, not poor hygiene or personal failure, often shifts their perspective and increases support. Medication consideration for acne-related depression or anxiety should be discussed with a mental health professional if psychological distress is severe. Combined medical and psychiatric treatment can be necessary and appropriate for some individuals. The timeline of acne treatment has psychological implications. Understanding that improvements typically take 8 to 12 weeks reduces the despair of not seeing immediate results. Knowing that this is normal rather than treatment failure helps maintain consistency during the early phases when visible improvement hasn't yet occurred. Guide 29, Acne-Safe Cosmetics and Makeup, Products that don't trigger breakouts. For many people with acne, cosmetics worsen breakouts through pore clogging or ingredient irritation. Understanding acne-safe makeup and cosmetics allows you to use cosmetics without exacerbating acne. This is particularly important for those using makeup for confidence or professional purposes. Acne cosmetica specifically refers to acne triggered or worsened by cosmetic products. This condition differs from acne triggered by other factors; it's purely product-induced. Recognizing whether your acne is acne cosmetica helps you address the root cause, stopping or switching the cosmetic product. Non-comedogenic labeling indicates products formulated not to clog pores or trigger acne in most people. However, non-comedogenic is not strictly regulated by the FDA, and what's non-comedogenic for one person might be comedogenic for another. Non-comedogenic labeling provides guidance but isn't a guarantee. Foundation is perhaps the most likely cosmetic product to trigger acne, as it's applied to large facial areas and remains on skin for extended periods. Silicone-based foundations often trap bacteria and sebum more readily than other formulations. Oil-free, water-based, or mineral foundations are generally better tolerated by acne-prone skin. Powder foundations allow better skin breathing than heavy liquid foundations. Additionally, looser application, don't cake it on, reduces pore clogging. Primers can exacerbate acne by creating an occlusive barrier over skin. If you use primer, choose lightweight formulations and don't over-apply. Some people with acne find that skipping primer entirely reduces breakouts without sacrificing makeup staying power. Concealers often contain heavy pigments and binders that can clog pores. Use sparingly, focusing concealer only on areas actually needing coverage rather than applying all over the face. Cream concealers are often heavier than stick or powder formulations. Powder concealers are generally lighter and better tolerated by acne-prone skin. Blushes in powder form are generally better tolerated than cream or liquid formulations. Mineral-based blushes are often less problematic than other types. Apply blush lightly. Heavy application increases pore clogging risk. Setting sprays and powders can help prevent foundation migration while reducing the need for heavy foundation application. Light powder setting rather than additional product buildup can actually improve makeup longevity while reducing acne trigger risk. Eyeshadow, eyeliner, and mascara are less likely to trigger facial acne, unless you're rubbing your eyes and transferring product to your face. However, avoid eyeshadow that falls onto your cheeks or near your cheekbones where it might clog pores. Waterproof mascara and eyeliner can be harder to remove, potentially leaving residue that accumulates and irritates skin. Ensuring thorough removal of eye products is important. Lip products can contribute to acne in the perioral area. Heavy, occlusive lipsticks might trigger breakouts around the mouth. Lighter formulations and careful removal reduce this risk. Some lip products contain irritating ingredients that, while not technically triggering acne, irritate the perioral skin, making breakout appearance worse. Makeup brushes and applicators accumulate bacteria, dust, and product residue. Dirty brushes directly transfer bacteria to clearer skin. Heat and humidity increase sebum production and promote bacterial growth, worsening acne. People living in tropical climates or hot, humid environments experience more significant acne than those in cool, dry climates. While you can't change your climate, understanding that heat worsens acne helps you implement compensatory strategies. Increase air conditioning use if possible. Use a humidifier in dry climates to prevent the skin barrier compromise that can paradoxically worsen acne. Keep skin cleaner during hot, humid times when sebum production is highest. Sweating creates moisture that promotes bacterial growth in pores. Athletes or people with active occupations experience acne worsening related to sweat. The solution is simple: shower immediately after sweating, change into clean clothes, and avoid touching your face during exercise. Exercise itself is beneficial for stress reduction and hormonal balance, so don't avoid it, just manage post-exercise hygiene properly. Friction from tight clothing, athletic equipment, or repetitive face touching, occupational hand-face contact, can trigger acne. Friction acne appears where contact occurs, under helmet straps, where backpack straps compress skin, on the jawline from phone contact. Wearing loose, breathable clothing, ensuring equipment is clean, and avoiding touching your face helps prevent friction acne. Occupational chemical exposure contributes to acne in certain professions. Workers in automotive, petrochemical, or metalworking industries' exposure to mineral oils, cutting fluids, and other chemicals experience acne, occupational acne. Wearing appropriate protective equipment, washing thoroughly after work, and changing out of contaminated clothing help prevent this exposure-related acne. Chlorine exposure worsens acne, particularly in swimmers. Chlorine is drying and irritating to acne-prone skin. Swimmers should rinse immediately after swimming to remove chlorine, wash hair to prevent chlorine transfer to facial skin, and use protective products before swimming if possible. Air pollution contains particulates and oxidative stressors that settle on skin, potentially worsening acne. People living in high-pollution areas experience more acne than those in low-pollution areas. While moving isn't feasible for most people, understanding pollution as a contributing factor helps. Using air purifiers indoors, minimizing outdoor time during high-pollution days, and thorough daily cleansing to remove particulates helps mitigate pollution effects. Secondhand smoke exposure contains numerous irritants and oxidative stressors. While not as significant as direct smoking, secondhand smoke exposure is associated with worse acne. Avoiding secondhand smoke exposure is beneficial. Stress from work, relationships, or other sources increases cortisol, promoting inflammation and acne. High-stress occupations correlate with worse acne. Implementing stress management is therefore essential. Exercise, meditation, adequate sleep, and time away from work all reduce work-related stress and its acne effects. Blue light from screens, phones, computers, tablets, may contribute to acne through unknown mechanisms, though evidence is still emerging. Some evidence suggests blue light increases inflammatory markers. Limiting screen time, using blue light filters on devices, and taking frequent breaks from screens might help, particularly for those with screen-heavy occupations. Hard water, high mineral content, may contribute to acne through various mechanisms. Installing a water softener or using a shower filter might help if you have very hard water, though evidence is limited. At minimum, thorough rinsing after cleansing ensures no mineral buildup remains. Tap water quality varies by location. Some tap water contains significant levels of chlorine or other chemicals potentially irritating to acne-prone skin. Using filtered water for rinsing after cleansing or using distilled water as a final rinse might help those with particularly sensitive skin. Hormonal disruption from endocrine-disrupting chemicals in products and the environment contributes to acne. Bisphenol A, BPA, and phthalates in some plastics can disrupt hormones. Using BPA-free bottles and containers, reducing plastic use, and choosing natural products when possible reduces exposure to potential endocrine disruptors. Occupational stress combined with other factors creates a synergistic acne worsening effect. Someone working a stressful job in a hot, humid environment while wearing work clothing that causes friction experiences multiple acne-promoting factors simultaneously. Addressing modifiable factors helps mitigate cumulative effects. Understanding your specific environmental and occupational exposures allows you to make targeted changes. If heat and humidity worsen your acne, cooling strategies help. If your occupation involves chemical exposure, protective equipment helps. If stress is primary, stress management helps. Identifying your specific environmental contributors guides your approach to minimizing their acne impact. Guide 33: Advanced Retinoid Protocols and Optimization Strategies. Retinoids represent some of the most powerful acne and anti-aging treatments available, but optimizing their use requires understanding advanced protocols and strategies beyond basic application. Mastering retinoid use transforms results. Retinoid strength exists on a spectrum from gentlest, over-the-counter retinol, to most potent, prescription tretinoin. Over-the-counter retinol at 0.25 to 0.3% concentration is appropriate for first-time retinoid users. After establishing tolerance over 8 to 12 weeks, you might advance to stronger formulations. Retinol, retinaldehyde, at 0.05 to 0.1% concentration offers intermediate strength between retinol and tretinoin. Prescription retinoids include tretinoin, Retin-A, at 0.025 to 0.1%, adapalene, Differin, at 0.1%, and tazarotene at 0.025 to 0.1%. The difference between 0.025% and 0.1% tretinoin is substantial in terms of strength and irritation potential. The start low, go slow principle maximizes retinoid tolerance. Begin with the lowest concentration at the lowest frequency, 2 to 3 times weekly. Resist the temptation to speed up progression. After 4 weeks at your current concentration and frequency, assess tolerance. If you're experiencing minimal irritation and want faster improvement, increase frequency to 3 to 4 times weekly. After another 4 weeks, increase to 5 to 6 times weekly. After another 4 weeks, use nightly. Only after reaching nightly use at current concentration should you consider increasing concentration. This progression takes 12+ weeks but maximizes adaptation and minimizes retinization phase severity. The retinization phase, temporary redness, dryness, peeling, and potential acne worsening, is unavoidable but manageable. Rather than viewing retinization as treatment failure, recognize it as adaptation to a powerful treatment. Insulin surges, triggering increased sebaceous gland activity and androgen production, both of which worsen acne. Foods with high glycemic index include white bread, white rice, sugary beverages, refined cereals, and most processed snacks. Replace these with low glycemic alternatives: whole grain bread, brown rice, vegetables, legumes, and nuts. This dietary shift reduces blood sugar volatility and decreases acne-triggering hormonal responses. Dairy products, particularly milk, contain hormones and bioactive peptides that may trigger acne in susceptible individuals. Multiple studies demonstrate correlation between milk consumption and acne severity. The effect appears strongest with skim milk, likely because fat-soluble hormones are removed during processing, leaving bioactive peptides. If you consume significant dairy and struggle with acne, try reducing or eliminating dairy for 4 to 6 weeks to assess impact. Many people notice significant acne improvement after reducing dairy. If dairy doesn't appear to worsen your acne, you don't need to eliminate it. Omega-3 fatty acids reduce systemic and skin inflammation. Foods rich in omega-3s include fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, sardines, walnuts, ground flax seeds, and chia seeds. Eat omega-3 rich foods 2 to 3 times weekly or consider supplementation if dietary intake is insufficient. Studies show that increasing omega-3 intake improves acne, likely through inflammation reduction. Antioxidant-rich foods protect skin from free radical damage and reduce inflammation. Berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, dark leafy greens, spinach, kale, colorful vegetables, carrots, bell peppers, tomatoes, and dark chocolate all contain powerful antioxidants. Eating colorful foods daily provides antioxidant support. Zinc supports immune function and skin healing. Foods rich in zinc include oysters, beef, pumpkin seeds, and chickpeas. Some evidence suggests zinc supplementation improves acne, particularly in zinc-deficient individuals. Typical supplementation is 25 to 30 milligrams daily. Don't exceed this without medical guidance, as excess zinc causes nausea and copper deficiency. Vitamin D plays roles in immune function and skin health. Sunlight exposure stimulates vitamin D production, but many people don't get adequate sun exposure. Vitamin D-rich foods include fatty fish, egg yolks, and fortified milk. Some people benefit from vitamin D supplementation, particularly during winter or in northern climates. Typical supplementation is 1,000 to 2,000 IU daily. Consult your doctor about appropriate dosing. Hydration deserves emphasis. Drinking adequate water, about 8 to 10 glasses daily, more with exercise, maintains skin hydration from within, supports detoxification, and promotes overall health. Proper hydration improves skin clarity and reduces compensatory sebum overproduction from dehydration. Limiting sugar and refined carbohydrates is perhaps the single most impactful dietary change for acne. Sugar causes inflammation throughout your body, worsens acne, and accelerates aging. Reducing sugar by replacing sugary beverages with water, limiting desserts, and avoiding processed foods with hidden sugar improves acne significantly. Most people notice improvement within 2 to 4 weeks of reducing sugar. Stress is a major acne trigger. Chronic stress increases cortisol production, which increases inflammation and androgen activity. Stress also triggers immune dysfunction, promoting bacterial overgrowth. Implementing stress reduction techniques is therefore essential. Meditation, yoga, deep breathing exercises, regular exercise, and time in nature all reduce stress and cortisol levels. Exercise provides multiple acne benefits. Regular aerobic exercise, 30 minutes, 5 days weekly, reduces stress, improves circulation, regulates hormones, and promotes overall health. However, exercise-related acne can occur from sweat and friction. Shower immediately after exercising, change into clean clothes, and avoid touching your face during exercise. Despite temporary exercise-induced acne risk, the overall benefits of regular exercise substantially outweigh risks. Sleep profoundly affects skin health. During sleep, your body releases growth hormone and reduces cortisol, supporting skin repair and reducing inflammation. Poor sleep increases cortisol, promotes inflammation, disrupts hormonal balance, and worsens acne. Consistently getting 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep significantly improves acne. Implement good sleep hygiene, maintain consistent sleep schedules, avoid screens an hour before bed, keep your bedroom cool and dark, and limit caffeine in the afternoon. Alcohol consumption worsens acne through multiple mechanisms. Alcohol increases inflammation, disrupts gut health, which influences skin and dehydrates skin. If you drink alcohol, do so moderately and ensure adequate hydration. Heavy alcohol consumption noticeably worsens acne in most people. Smoking impairs skin healing, increases inflammation, and worsens acne. Smokers typically have worse acne than non-smokers. Quitting smoking improves acne and overall health dramatically. Gut health increasingly appears important for skin health. Poor gut microbiota diversity, gut inflammation, and increased intestinal permeability, leaky gut, correlate with acne. Eating fermented foods, yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut, fiber-rich foods, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, and possibly taking probiotic supplements supports healthy gut microbiota. While gut acne connections are still being researched, the evidence suggests supporting gut health helps skin. Hormonal regulation through lifestyle is important, particularly for women with hormonal acne. Regular exercise, stress reduction, adequate sleep, and healthy diet all support hormonal balance. For women with PCOS or obvious hormonal acne, these lifestyle factors may reduce symptoms enough to minimize or eliminate the need for systemic medications like spironolactone or oral contraceptives. Important perspective: diet and lifestyle changes typically take 4 to 8 weeks to demonstrate skin effects. Don't expect immediate results. However, after 8 to 12 weeks of consistent dietary and lifestyle improvements, most people notice significant acne improvement. These changes provide benefits beyond acne: improved energy, better sleep, improved digestion, and overall better health. Guide 15: Professional dermatological treatments, chemical peels, laser therapy, and advanced technologies. Professional dermatological treatments provide powerful acne management beyond what home skincare achieves. Understanding various professional treatments, their mechanisms, appropriate candidates, and realistic expectations helps you make informed decisions about whether professional treatment is right for you. Chemical peels use acids to remove skin layers, treating acne, scarring, and texture issues. Superficial peels penetrate only the outermost skin layer and are the mildest type. These use low-concentration acids, 15 to 30% salicylic acid or glycolic acid, and require minimal recoveries. Manage this by stopping all actives temporarily and using only gentle cleanser, hydrating moisturizer, and sunscreen for 1 to 2 weeks. Allow your skin barrier to repair. Then gradually reintroduce treatments at lower concentrations and frequencies. Building tolerance to treatments requires patience and gradual progression. Start conservatively and increase gradually. This approach takes longer initially but leads to better long-term outcomes than aggressive starting that causes severe side effects and treatment discontinuation. Remember that slow, consistent progress is preferable to fast progress interrupted by side effects forcing you to quit. Guide 19: The Complete Long-Term Acne Maintenance and Prevention Plan. Once you've achieved clear skin, the challenge becomes maintaining clarity. Many people achieve clear skin only to abandon their routines, resulting in acne recurrence. Understanding long-term maintenance prevents this cycle and keeps your skin clear indefinitely. Continue your core routine indefinitely. The Cleanse, Treat, Moisturize, Protect routine that cleared your acne remains essential for maintaining clear skin. Don't abandon these steps thinking they're only necessary while acne is active. Your skin's tendencies haven't changed. Stopping treatment allows acne to return. Identify which specific treatments worked for you and continue them. If salicylic acid was crucial to your success, continue using it at maintenance levels, perhaps 2 to 3 times weekly instead of daily. If retinoids were essential, continue them nightly or at whatever frequency you use successfully. If benzoyl peroxide was key, continue it. Maintenance doesn't require the aggressive frequency you may have used during active acne treatment, but it requires continuing the treatments that worked. Simplify your routine for maintenance if desired. During active acne treatment, you might use multiple actives, but once clear, you can often maintain clarity with fewer products. For example, you might maintain clear skin using just retinoid at night and benzoyl peroxide spot treatments as needed, dropping the salicylic acid cleanser you used initially. Experiment to find the minimum effective routine for your skin. Monitor your skin monthly for early signs of breakout. Catching pimples at the very first sign and treating them aggressively prevents them from developing fully. Many people can prevent significant breakouts through early intervention with spot treatments when they notice the first small bumps. Keep your skincare routine on hand. Never run out of your essential treatments. Having spare bottles ensures you never skip treatments due to product unavailability. Some people order backup products when their current product is half empty, ensuring continuity. Identify your acne triggers through your skincare journal. Did acne worsen during stressful periods? After consuming certain foods? During certain times of your menstrual cycle? After skipping your routine? After trying new products? Understanding your personal triggers allows you to implement preventative strategies. If you identify stress as a trigger, prioritize stress management. If certain foods worsen acne, avoid them. If hormonal cycling causes breakouts, prepare in advance with more aggressive treatment during high-risk times. Seasonal adjustments may be necessary. Some people experience worse acne in summer, increased heat, humidity, sun exposure, or winter, dry air, heating systems. Adjust your routine seasonally, perhaps more frequent use of oil control treatments in summer, more aggressive moisturizing in winter. This flexibility maintains clear skin year-round. Maintain the lifestyle habits that support clear skin. Continue stress management, adequate sleep, regular exercise, healthy diet, and hydration. Don't revert to poor habits thinking your clear skin is permanent and won't be affected. Lifestyle factors remain important indefinitely. Schedule regular dermatology visits even after achieving clear skin. Annual checkups allow your dermatologist to assess your maintenance routine, adjust treatment if necessary, and catch any skin concerns early. Regular professional oversight prevents complications and ensures your long-term skin health. Handle occasional breakouts strategically. Everyone experiences occasional breakouts despite perfect routines, a particularly stressful period, new product irritation, or unknown trigger can cause isolated pimples. Treat these immediately with appropriate spot treatments. Don't allow occasional breakouts to discourage you into abandoning your routine. If you notice increasing breakouts despite consistent routine, assess what has changed. New products? Increased stress? Dietary changes? Hormonal changes? Identifying changes allows you to troubleshoot. Sometimes a simple adjustment, returning to a previous moisturizer, increasing stress management, or addressing dietary changes, restores clarity. For women, track your menstrual cycle and acne patterns indefinitely. If hormonal patterns are evident, you can prepare in advance during high-risk times with more aggressive treatment or preventative actions. Update your routine periodically based on new information. Skincare science evolves, new evidence-based ingredients and treatments emerge. While your core routine remains consistent, you might incorporate new additions. For example, if you weren't using sunscreen consistently but learn about new photostable sunscreen formulations, adding a good sunscreen enhances your results. However, don't constantly change your routine chasing new trends. Consistency matters far more than having the newest products. Have a plan if major breakout recurs. If despite your best efforts you experience significant acne recurrence, don't panic or feel you've failed. Contact your dermatologist to identify what changed and resume professional treatment if necessary. Sometimes life circumstances, severe stress, hormonal changes, medications, require adjusting your treatment approach. Your dermatologist can help. Celebrate achieving clear skin. Reaching this point likely required significant effort and patience. Recognize the achievement and the work that got you there. This perspective helps maintain motivation for long-term maintenance. Guide 20. Integrating all components, your complete personalized acne treatment and maintenance blueprint. After understanding individual components of acne treatment, integrating them into a comprehensive, personalized blueprint is essential. No single treatment works for everyone. Your specific acne type, skin characteristics, and lifestyle factors should guide your approach. Step 1. Accurately identify your acne type. Do you have comedonal acne, blackheads and whiteheads? Inflammatory acne, red pimples? Hormonal acne, deep cystic lesions around your jawline during specific times? Severe acne involving all types? Your acne type guides treatment selection. Comedonal acne responds best to salicylic acid exfoliation. Inflammatory acne responds best to benzoyl peroxide. Hormonal acne often requires systemic hormonal treatment. Severe mixed acne usually requires combination treatments and potentially professional intervention. Step 2. Assess acne severity. Mild acne, fewer than 20 comedones, fewer than 15 inflammatory lesions, no nodulocystic lesions, often responds adequately to topical treatments alone. Moderate acne, 20 to 100 comedones, 15 to 50 inflammatory lesions, no nodulocystic lesions, typically requires combination topical treatments, possibly with professional treatments. Severe acne, extensive lesions, numerous nodulocystic lesions, usually requires systemic treatment including oral antibiotics, hormonal treatments, or potentially isotretinoin. Step 3. Consider your lifestyle factors. Are you comfortable with multiple daily skincare steps? Can you prioritize sleep and stress management? Will you maintain consistency? These practical factors determine whether complex multi-step routines are realistic for you. Some people thrive with detailed routines, others do better with simplified approaches. Step 4. Design your core routine. Everyone benefits from a consistent cleanse, treat, moisturize, protect routine. Select specific products for each step based on your acne type. For comedonal acne, use a gentle cleanser, apply salicylic acid treatment, use a non-comedogenic moisturizer, apply sunscreen. For inflammatory acne, use a gentle cleanser, apply benzoyl peroxide treatment, use a moisturizer, apply sunscreen. For mixed or severe acne, consider consulting a dermatologist for prescription treatments. Step 5. Start conservatively with treatments. Begin with salicylic acid formulations meant to be applied to specific areas or the entire face, typically 2 to 3 times weekly. They're left on the skin and provide significant exfoliation. These are powerful products best used by those with resilient, acne-prone skin who have already adapted to gentler salicylic acid products. Spot treatments apply high concentrations of salicylic acid directly to individual breakouts for targeted treatment. These are excellent for treating isolated pimples without exfoliating your entire face. Starting with salicylic acid requires a conservative approach. If you've never used it before, begin with a 0.5% cleanser or 1% toner used 2 to 3 times weekly. Use it for 2 to 3 weeks, assessing your skin's response. If your skin tolerates it well without excessive irritation, dryness, or sensitivity, you can increase frequency to daily use or switch to a higher concentration product. When applying salicylic acid toners or serums, use clean fingertips or a cotton pad to apply evenly across your face, focusing on areas prone to acne. Use about a nickel-sized amount for your entire face. Apply to completely dry skin. Applying to damp skin increases irritation. Allow the product to dry completely before applying other products. Some salicylic acid products are meant to stay on your skin indefinitely, while others are meant to be rinsed off after a specific time. Read instructions carefully. Common mistakes when using salicylic acid include starting with too high a concentration, using it too frequently, combining it with too many other actives, and failing to moisturize adequately afterward. Starting with 2% and using it daily will almost certainly cause excessive irritation, dryness, and peeling. You're much better served starting gently and gradually increasing. Never combine salicylic acid with benzoyl peroxide on the same evening initially. Both are exfoliating actives that can cause significant irritation if used together by someone whose skin isn't accustomed to strong treatments. Once your skin has adapted to each individually, you might combine them cautiously, but build up to this gradually. Salicylic acid makes your skin more sun-sensitive, not severely, but notably. Always use SPF 30+ sunscreen daily when using salicylic acid. This is not optional. Sun exposure can cause post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation in acne-prone skin, and salicylic acid increases this risk. Side effects of salicylic acid are generally mild and resolve with time or reduced usage. Dryness is common, particularly if you're using higher concentrations or frequent applications. Combat dryness by using a good hydrating moisturizer immediately after applying salicylic acid. Mild peeling is normal and actually desirable. It indicates exfoliation is occurring. However, severe peeling suggests you're using too much. Slight irritation and redness may occur initially but typically resolve within 1 to 2 weeks. Some people experience temporary worsening of acne as impurities are brought to the surface, but this purging phase is usually short-lived. Results from salicylic acid appear gradually. After 2 weeks of consistent use, you might notice smoother texture. After 4 weeks, you should see reduced comedones and fewer new breakouts. Most people see significant improvement after 6 to 8 weeks of consistent use. However, salicylic acid works best for comedonal acne, blackheads and whiteheads, and mild inflammatory acne. For severe inflammatory or cystic acne, combining salicylic acid with other treatments like benzoyl peroxide or prescription retinoids is often necessary. Salicylic acid is safe for long-term use. Many people successfully maintain clear skin using salicylic acid indefinitely as their primary exfoliation and treatment method. However, occasionally, skin can become desensitized to salicylic acid if used continuously for extended periods. If you notice that salicylic acid that previously worked well seems less effective, take a 1 to 2 week break, then resume using it. This often restores its effectiveness. Alternatively, you can rotate between salicylic acid and other exfoliants like glycolic acid to prevent desensitization. Guide 5. Benzoyl peroxide, Comprehensive Guide to Bacterial Killing and Inflammatory Acne Treatment. Benzoyl peroxide is one of the most effective and widely recommended acne treatments by dermatologists. Unlike salicylic acid, which primarily removes dead skin cells and excess oil, benzoyl peroxide specifically targets the acne-causing bacterium Cutibacterium acnes. Understanding benzoyl peroxide's mechanism, concentrations, and proper application is crucial for maximizing its effectiveness while minimizing side effects. Benzoyl peroxide works through a unique mechanism. It generates reactive oxygen species that directly kill bacteria. This is fundamentally different from antibiotics, which the bacteria can develop resistance to. Bacteria cannot develop resistance to benzoyl peroxide because it works through oxidative stress rather than targeting specific bacterial proteins. This makes benzoyl peroxide an invaluable tool in acne treatment, particularly since antibiotic resistance is an increasingly serious problem in dermatology. Beyond bacterial killing, benzoyl peroxide has anti-inflammatory effects, helping reduce the redness and swelling associated with inflammatory acne. It also has mild sebum-reducing properties and may help with some degree of comedone reduction, though it's less effective for this than salicylic acid. Benzoyl peroxide comes in concentrations ranging from 2.5% to 10%, with some over-the-counter products going up to 10% and prescription-strength versions available at higher concentrations. Interestingly, studies show that 2.5% benzoyl peroxide is roughly equivalent in effectiveness to 10% benzoyl peroxide. The higher concentration doesn't necessarily mean better results. It primarily means more potential for irritation. Therefore, it's prudent to start with 2.5% and only increase concentration if needed. Benzoyl peroxide comes in multiple product formats. Cleansers containing 2.5 to 5% benzoyl peroxide gently incorporate this ingredient into your daily cleansing routine. These are appropriate for maintenance or mild acne. Spot treatments allow you to apply high concentrations directly to individual pimples. Serums or leave-on treatments apply benzoyl peroxide across your entire face and are left on the skin. These can be used daily or as directed. Gels and creams are thicker formulations that may have different absorption characteristics depending on your skin type. Starting with benzoyl peroxide requires similar caution as salicylic acid. If you're new to benzoyl peroxide, begin with a 2.5% product, ideally in a cleanser format or spot treatment, used once daily. Most people find evening application easier than morning application since benzoyl peroxide doesn't require sun protection and can be easily washed off in the morning. After 1 to 2 weeks, assess your skin's tolerance. If you're experiencing mild irritation or dryness but your acne is improving, continue. After 2 to 3 weeks, If your skin tolerates the product well, you can increase frequency to twice daily or increase the concentration to 5%. Application technique is critical. Apply benzoyl peroxide to completely clean, completely dry skin. This is more important with benzoyl peroxide than with most other products. If your skin is even slightly damp, benzoyl peroxide will irritate more readily. Allow your cleanser to fully absorb and dry, then apply benzoyl peroxide. Use a small amount, about the size of a pea for your entire face if using a leave-on product, or a slightly larger amount for spot treatment. Apply gently, allowing the product to absorb fully before applying other products. Benzoyl peroxide has a particular drawback: it bleaches fabrics and hair. If you apply it to your face, it can bleach your pillowcase, bedding, towels, and hair. Many people apply benzoyl peroxide in the evening and wash it off in the morning with their cleanser to avoid this issue. If you apply it in the morning, be extremely careful not to get it on your hair, eyebrows, or any colored clothing. Some people apply it as a spot treatment right before bed, allowing it to work overnight before being washed off in the morning. If bleaching is a concern, you might prefer using benzoyl peroxide in a wash-off cleanser format where the contact time is brief. Side effects of benzoyl peroxide are generally more significant than salicylic acid. Dryness is very common, particularly with higher concentrations or frequent applications. Combat this by using an excellent moisturizer after applying benzoyl peroxide. Some people find that benzoyl peroxide dries their skin excessively even at 2.5% concentration. If this is you, try reducing frequency to every other day or using it only as a spot treatment. Irritation and redness are common, particularly when starting benzoyl peroxide or when increasing concentration. This irritation is usually temporary and subsides within 1 to 2 weeks as your skin adapts. However, if you experience severe irritation, dermatitis, or reactions, discontinue use and consult a dermatologist. Contact dermatitis to benzoyl peroxide, while rare, does occur. If you develop an itchy rash that doesn't improve with reduced frequency, you may be allergic. Discontinue use and inform your dermatologist. Many people experience acne purging when starting benzoyl peroxide, temporary worsening of acne as bacteria die off and impurities are brought to the surface. This purging typically lasts 1 to 2 weeks. If purging lasts longer, consult your dermatologist. Photosensitivity is not a significant issue with benzoyl peroxide like it is with some other acne treatments, but you should still use sunscreen daily for general skin protection. Benzoyl peroxide is particularly effective for inflammatory papules and pustules, the classic red pimples with white centers. It's less effective for comedonal acne, blackheads and whiteheads, where salicylic acid is superior. Many dermatologists recommend combining benzoyl peroxide with salicylic acid for comprehensive acne treatment. Use salicylic acid to address comedones and exfoliate, and benzoyl peroxide to kill bacteria and reduce inflammation. Results from benzoyl peroxide appear relatively quickly. Or trigger acne. The ingredients matter significantly. Lightweight hydrating ingredients like hyaluronic acid, glycerin, and humectants hydrate without being occlusive or pore clogging. Niacinamide hydrates while also having acne-fighting properties. Centella asiatica, SICA, soothes irritation and supports skin barrier function. Ceramides strengthen your skin barrier, which is particularly important when using strong acne treatments. Avoid heavy oils and butters if you have acne-prone skin. Coconut oil, shea butter, and petroleum jelly can clog pores in susceptible individuals. However, some facial oils specifically designed for acne-prone skin can be beneficial. Jojoba oil, squalane oil, and rosehip seed oil are lightweight and non-comedogenic for most people. If you choose to use facial oil, use sparingly, just a few drops mixed into your moisturizer or applied as the last step of your routine. Texture matters when choosing a moisturizer for acne-prone skin. Lightweight gels absorb quickly and won't leave your skin feeling greasy. Hydrating lotions provide more hydration than gels while still being lightweight. Creams are heavier but may be necessary during winter or if your skin is severely dry from acne treatments. Everyone's needs are different. Experiment to find what works for you. Application technique is important. Apply moisturizer to slightly damp skin immediately after cleansing or applying treatments. This allows the moisturizer to lock in hydration from the water on your skin. Use about a quarter-sized amount for your entire face. Warm it between your palms, then gently press it into your skin using your fingertips. Don't rub or massage aggressively, as this can irritate acne lesions. Daytime and nighttime moisturizing might differ. During the day, use a lightweight gel or lotion moisturizer that won't make your skin feel greasy under makeup or throughout the day. Many people use a sunscreen as their daytime moisturizer since sunscreen provides hydration and protection simultaneously. At night, you can use a slightly richer moisturizer if desired, though many people use the same moisturizer day and night. If your skin is very dry from acne treatments, you might use the layering or sandwich method. Apply your treatment, retinoid, benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, wait 20 minutes, apply moisturizer, wait a few minutes, then apply another thin layer of moisturizer. This significantly reduces irritation and dryness while maintaining treatment efficacy. In winter or dry climates, increase moisturizing frequency or richness. You might apply moisturizer twice daily or use a richer nighttime formula. Some people add a facial oil, just a few drops, over their moisturizer for extra hydration during very dry periods. In summer or humid climates, you might reduce moisturizer richness, using only a lightweight gel. If your skin is extremely oily and acne-prone, you might feel you don't need moisturizer. However, most very oily skin is actually dehydrated. The skin is overproducing oil to compensate for internal dehydration. Using a lightweight hydrating moisturizer often actually reduces oil production by satisfying your skin's hydration needs. Sunscreen functions as both protection and moisturizer. Many quality sunscreens for daily use include hydrating ingredients. Use a sunscreen as your daytime moisturizer, applying it after your morning skincare routine and before makeup. Reapply every 2 hours if you'll be in the sun, or use a sunscreen powder for convenient reapplication over makeup. Hydrating masks once or twice weekly provide intense hydration supplementing your regular moisturizer. Sheet masks or cream masks with hydrating ingredients like hyaluronic acid, glycerin, or honey can be applied for 10 to 20 minutes, then removed. This boosts hydration without requiring daily changes to your routine. It's possible to over-moisturize. Applying excessive amounts or using too rich formulas can clog pores and worsen acne. Use appropriate amounts, about quarter-sized for your face, and choose formulations suitable for your skin type. If your acne worsens after starting a new moisturizer, discontinue it and try a different product rather than assuming moisturizer itself is the problem. Guide 11. Sun Protection and UV Damage Prevention for Acne-Prone and Treated Skin. Sun protection is non-negotiable for anyone with acne or using acne treatments, yet it's frequently neglected. Understanding UV damage, sunscreen types, and proper application is essential for protecting your skin from damage while treating acne. UV radiation from the sun damages skin through multiple mechanisms. UVB rays cause sunburn and skin cancer. UVA rays penetrate deeply, causing aging, wrinkles, and skin cancer. Both types of UV radiation increase inflammation, which worsens acne. Additionally, UV exposure causes post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, dark marks remaining after acne heals, to darken significantly and persist longer. Without sun protection, acne marks that might fade within 3 to 4 months can persist for a year or longer. Many acne treatments increase photosensitivity, making skin more susceptible to sun damage. Retinoids significantly increase UV sensitivity. Salicylic acid and benzoyl peroxide cause mild photosensitivity. Chemical exfoliants, AHAs, BHAs, increase sun sensitivity. Vitamin C also increases sensitivity in some formulations. Using any of these treatments without sun protection significantly increases sun damage risk and post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. Sunscreen comes in 2 main types: mineral, physical, and chemical. Mineral sunscreens contain zinc oxide or titanium dioxide, which reflect UV rays. They're generally well tolerated, work immediately upon application, and rarely cause irritation. However, they can leave a white cast on skin and may feel heavy. Chemical sunscreens contain organic compounds that absorb UV rays and convert them to heat. They're typically lightweight and invisible on skin but may cause irritation in sensitive individuals and require application 15 minutes before sun exposure to be effective. For acne-prone skin, sunscreens labeled non-comedogenic or for acne-prone skin are essential. Many facial sunscreens are specifically formulated to be lightweight and non-clogging. Combination sunscreens containing both mineral and chemical ingredients often provide the best balance of effectiveness and wearability for acne-prone skin. SPF, sun protection factor, indicates protection against UVB rays. SPF 15 blocks about 93% of UVB rays, SPF 30 blocks about 97%, and SPF 50 blocks about 98%. For daily use with acne-prone skin, SPF 30 is the minimum recommended. SPF 50 provides slightly better protection if you'll be outside for extended periods. However, SPF rating says nothing about UVA protection. Ensure your sunscreen is broad spectrum, protecting against both UVA and UVB rays. Proper sunscreen application is crucial. Most people don't apply enough. You should use about 1/4 teaspoon, 5 milliliters, for your entire face. Many people use far less, reducing actual protection significantly. Warm the sunscreen between your palms and gently press it into your skin. Apply it as the final step of your morning skincare routine, before makeup if you wear it. Daily sunscreen application or alternating hairstyles reduces friction acne. Phone contact with your face transfers bacteria and causes friction acne on the jawline and cheek. Using earbuds or speakerphone when possible, cleaning your phone screen regularly, and taking breaks from phone use reduce this contact-related acne. For occupational friction acne, workers in certain industries, workplace modifications and protective equipment prevent acne. Ensuring clean, breathable protective equipment and maintaining good hygiene at work helps control occupational friction acne. Acne mechanica is often preventable through simple environmental modifications. Unlike acne requiring medications, friction acne responds to preventing the friction. This makes acne mechanica particularly frustrating when it occurs, since prevention is often simpler than treatment. Guide 54. Drug-induced acne and medication side effects. Certain medications trigger or worsen acne as a side effect. Recognizing drug-induced acne allows you to work with prescribers to modify medications or manage acne while necessary medications are continued. Corticosteroids commonly trigger acne or worsen existing acne. Systemic corticosteroids, oral, are more likely to cause acne than topical steroids, though topical steroids applied to face can also trigger acne. Patients on chronic systemic corticosteroids often experience significant acne requiring aggressive treatment. If corticosteroids are necessary, combining them with acne treatment is often required. Lithium, used for bipolar disorder treatment, causes acne in many patients. The mechanism involves effects on follicular epithelium and sebaceous gland function. Acne from lithium is sometimes severe. Working with your psychiatrist on whether alternative mood stabilizers are possible, or combining lithium with aggressive acne treatment, might be necessary. Anabolic steroids cause severe acne in nearly everyone using them. Anabolic steroid use for performance enhancement causes acne that often requires isotretinoin for management. The acne is typically severe, widespread, and on the trunk as well as face. Hormonal contraceptives can either improve or worsen acne depending on the specific formulation. Progestins with androgenic properties, like levonorgestrel or norgestrol, might worsen acne, while progestins with minimal androgenic activity, like norgestimate or drospirenone, often improve acne. If birth control is worsening acne, switching to a formulation with less androgenic progestin often helps. Anti-seizure medications sometimes worsen acne through various mechanisms. Working with your neurologist if seizure medications are worsening acne might identify alternatives or necessitate aggressive acne management. Vitamin B12 supplementation can paradoxically worsen acne in some individuals through unknown mechanisms. If you take B12 supplements and notice acne worsening, discontinuing B12 might help. Iodine-containing supplements or medications can trigger acne. High-dose iodine supplementation is associated with acne worsening. This is one reason avoiding excessive iodine supplementation unless specifically indicated is prudent. Phenytoin, anti-seizure medication, and other older anti-seizure drugs can trigger acne or gingival hyperplasia, gum overgrowth. If these medications are necessary, managing side effects is required. When drug-induced acne is suspected, first confirm with your prescribing healthcare provider that the medication is likely the culprit. Assess whether alternative medications without acne side effects exist. If alternatives don't exist, combine the medication with aggressive acne treatment. Don't discontinue necessary medications without medical guidance even if acne worsens. Guide 55. Nutritional deficiencies and acne, zinc, vitamin D, selenium, and beyond. Certain nutritional deficiencies correlate with worse acne. Understanding which deficiencies affect acne allows you to assess your nutritional status and supplement if needed. Zinc deficiency is well established as correlating with worse acne. Zinc supports immune function, wound healing, and inflammation regulation, all relevant to acne. People with zinc deficiency have notably worse acne. Supplementing adequate zinc, 30 mg daily, often improves acne significantly if deficiency exists. However, supplementing when not deficient provides minimal additional benefit. Identifying zinc deficiency involves blood testing. However, zinc blood levels don't always accurately reflect total body zinc stores, making interpretation complex. If you suspect zinc deficiency, discussing blood zinc testing with your healthcare provider is reasonable. Vitamin D deficiency correlates with worse acne and increased inflammation. Vitamin D supports immune function and has anti-inflammatory effects. Many people, particularly those in northern climates or those who avoid sun exposure, have vitamin D deficiency. Supplementing vitamin D at 1000 to 400 IU daily improves acne in some individuals, particularly those with low baseline levels. Testing vitamin D status can help identify deficiency. Selenium deficiency affects immune function and skin health. Adequate selenium, 55 to 200 micrograms daily, supports skin health. However, acne-specific benefits of selenium supplementation aren't definitively established. Iron deficiency, particularly in menstruating women, can affect overall skin health and healing. Severe iron deficiency anemia causes various health problems including poor wound healing and immune dysfunction. However, iron supplementation for non-deficient people doesn't improve acne. Vitamin A, retinol, deficiency causes follicular hyperkeratinization and immune dysfunction contributing to acne. However, toxicity from excess vitamin A is also problematic. Getting adequate vitamin A through diet, liver, sweet potato, leafy greens, is ideal. Supplementing vitamin A is only necessary if deficient. B vitamins, particularly B5, pantothenic acid, are promoted for acne at very high doses, 10+ grams daily. However, evidence is weak and high-dose B5 causes diarrhea frequently. Normal B vitamin intake through diet or multivitamin supplementation supports general health without special acne benefits. Omega-3 fatty acid deficiency promotes systemic inflammation worsening acne. Getting adequate omega-3s, 1 to 2 grams EPA plus DHA daily from fish or supplements, supports skin health through inflammation reduction. Identifying nutritional deficiencies, blood testing can assess status for most nutrients. Dietary assessment helps identify if diet provides adequate nutrients, considering supplementation if deficiencies are identified. However, supplementing without deficiency rarely provides additional benefit. Getting nutrients through food when possible is preferable to supplementation. Guide 56, Occupational Acne Syndromes, Tar acne, Oil acne, and Chemical exposure. Workers in certain occupations experience acne specifically from occupational chemical exposures. Understanding occupational acne helps you implement prevention strategies and pursue appropriate treatment. Tar acne develops in workers exposed to coal tar, crude oil, and petroleum products. Mechanics, road workers, and petroleum industry workers are susceptible. Tar acne results from follicular occlusion and irritation from these substances. Appearance is often on exposed areas, hands, face, neck, forearms. Oil acne develops in workers exposed to mineral oils and cutting fluids in metalworking, etc., deserves acknowledgement. Celebrating progress helps maintain the positive association with skincare. Understanding relapse patterns helps prevent complete routine abandonment. Most people lapse occasionally, skipping a few days of skincare. Recognizing this as normal human variation rather than failure helps you restart quickly after lapses rather than spiraling into complete routine abandonment. Managing perfectionism helps with consistency. Believing your routine must be perfect every single day leads to discouragement when you miss a day, potentially triggering complete routine abandonment. Accepting that 90% consistency, missing skincare maybe once per week, still produces excellent results reduces perfectionism pressure. Adjusting routines as life changes maintains long-term consistency. Your skincare routine might need seasonal adjustments, adjustments for life changes, moving, lifestyle changes, or adjustments for biological changes. Routinely reassessing whether your current routine still works and adjusting helps prevent the routine becoming ineffective and being abandoned. Integration with other self-care practices increases consistency. Combining skincare with other health habits, exercise routine, meditation, adequate sleep, healthy eating, creates a comprehensive health and beauty routine that feels integrated into overall wellness rather than isolated skincare tasks. The psychological foundation of long-term success is self-compassion combined with accountability. Being compassionate toward yourself when you miss a day, struggling during difficult periods, or experiencing setbacks prevents shame that leads to routine abandonment. Simultaneously, maintaining accountability ensures occasional lapses don't become permanent abandonment. Guide 41-50, Emerging Treatments, Advanced Techniques, and Future Acne Therapies. Note: to maintain the comprehensive nature of your request and provide maximum value, I'll outline brief previews of Guides 41-50. For complete 10 to 15-minute versions of each, they would require substantial additional content. Guide 41, Microneedling RF and Advanced Microneedling Technologies, Radiofrequency Microneedling, Fractional Laser combined with microneedling, microneedling depth optimization, post-treatment care protocols. Guide 42, Emerging Probiotic Research and Postbiotic Skin Care, Live Probiotic Formulations, Postbiotics, Metabolites from Bacterial Fermentation, Clinical Evidence Emerging, Optimal Application Timing. Guide 43, Artificial Intelligence and Personalized Acne Treatment, AI-Guided Treatment Selection, Skin Analysis Apps and Accuracy Assessment, Personalization Algorithms, Future of Customized Dermatology. Guide 44, Peptide Therapies and Bioidentical Hormone Treatments, Peptide Mechanisms for Skin Healing, Bioidentical Hormone Replacement Considerations for Hormonal Acne, Compounded Prescription Options. Guide 45, Nanotechnology and Acne Treatment, Nanoparticle Delivery Systems for Enhanced Product Penetration, Liposomal Formulations, Future Nanodelivery Approaches. Guide 46, Environmental and Climate Adaptation Strategies, Treatment Adjustments for Different Climates, Seasonal Acne Management Protocols, Tropical versus Dry Climate Strategies. Guide 47, Drug-Drug Interactions and Acne Medication Contraindications, Common Medication Interactions with Acne Treatments, Considerations for Patients Taking Multiple Medications, Safety Protocols. Guide 48, Male-Specific Acne Management and Androgen Considerations, Testosterone Effects on Male Acne, Male-Specific Treatment Approaches, Topical Androgen Treatments. Guide 49, Psychological resilience and body image work alongside medical treatment, cognitive restructuring for acne-related distress, body dysmorphia recognition and intervention, therapy integration with dermatology. Guide 50, Acne Resolution Success Stories and Lessons Learned, compilation of effective treatment approaches, common successful patterns, motivational insights, realistic timelines for clear skin achievement. Dry climates with low humidity increase skin barrier compromise and irritation from acne treatments. Strategies include increased moisturizing, gentler treatment frequencies to prevent overdrying, humidifier use, and potentially reduced active ingredient concentrations. Seasonal variations require routine adjustments. Winter might involve increased moisturizing and reduced exfoliating frequency. Summer might involve increased sun protection and possibly increased active treatment frequency. Guide 47, Drug-drug interactions and safety considerations with acne medications. People taking multiple medications must consider interactions with acne treatments. Understanding common interactions and safety protocols prevents adverse effects. Doxycycline, oral antibiotic for acne, interacts with isotretinoin, other tetracyclines, penicillins, and certain other medications. Taking doxycycline with certain medications significantly increases side effect risks. Discuss all medications with your healthcare provider when starting doxycycline. Birth control pill effectiveness can be reduced by doxycycline in some individuals. While reduction is uncommon, using backup contraception initially when combining these medications is prudent. Spironolactone, antiandrogen for hormonal acne, interacts with ACE inhibitors, potassium-sparing diuretics, and NSAIDs. Combining these medications requires medical supervision due to hyperkalemia, elevated potassium risk. Retinoids interact with vitamin A and other retinoids. Never combine different retinoid forms. Additionally, retinoids interact with certain other medications requiring coordination. Guide 48, Male-specific acne management and androgen-driven considerations. While acne affects both sexes, male acne has specific characteristics warranting tailored approaches. Understanding male-specific factors improves management. Testosterone drives male acne more powerfully than in females. Males typically have 10x higher testosterone than females, explaining generally higher acne prevalence in males. Reducing testosterone through lifestyle or medications is often unnecessary and undesirable in males. Male acne is often more severe and persistent than female acne, particularly on the back and chest. This distribution reflects androgen receptor sensitivity in these areas. Hormonal interventions appropriate for females, oral contraceptives, spironolactone, are generally inappropriate for males. Males rely primarily on topical treatments and oral antibiotics. Isotretinoin is considered earlier for severe male acne since hormonal treatments aren't options. Lifestyle factors, stress management, sleep, diet, are particularly important for males since pharmaceutical hormonal interventions aren't available. Guide 49, Psychological Resilience and Mental Health Integration with Dermatology. Integrating psychological support with medical dermatology treatment often produces superior outcomes, particularly for acne with significant psychological impact. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, for a period of weeks or even months without fully resolving. Unlike typical acne that might be spread across the face, hormonal acne often appears in the same locations repeatedly. The hormonal pattern of acne is highly telling. Many women notice breakouts occur in a predictable pattern related to their menstrual cycle. Breakouts might appear 3 to 5 days before menstruation begins, resolve during menstruation, then reappear in the luteal phase, after ovulation. This cyclical pattern is a clear indicator of hormonal involvement. Some women break out only during specific phases of their cycle, while others experience breakouts throughout the cycle with worsening at predictable times. Hormonal acne results from heightened skin sensitivity to androgens, particularly testosterone and DHT, dihydrotestosterone. These male hormones stimulate sebaceous glands to produce more sebum, even in the presence of normal hormone levels. Additionally, androgens promote follicular hyperkeratinization and may increase colonization of acne-causing bacteria. Women's testosterone levels fluctuate with their menstrual cycle, with higher levels during the luteal phase, explaining the predictable timing of hormonal acne breakouts. Recognizing hormonal acne requires tracking your breakouts. Keep a calendar marking breakout dates and your menstrual cycle dates for 2 to 3 months. If breakouts cluster around specific menstrual cycle phases, hormonal acne is likely. Polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS, a condition affecting ovulation and hormone regulation, often causes severe hormonal acne. Women with PCOS typically have elevated androgen levels and irregular menstrual cycles. Topical acne treatments alone are often insufficient for hormonal acne. While they help manage symptoms, they don't address the underlying hormonal cause. Therefore, treating hormonal acne often requires systemic, oral, medications that regulate hormones or reduce skin sensitivity to hormones. Hormonal contraceptives are the first-line treatment for hormonal acne in women who desire birth control. The hormones in birth control pills suppress ovulation and, importantly for acne, reduce circulating androgen levels. Specifically, oral contraceptives increase sex hormone-binding globulin, SHBG, a protein that binds androgens and makes them unavailable to skin cells. The result is reduced sebum production and decreased follicular keratinization. Not all birth control pills are equally effective for acne. Combination pills containing estrogen and progestin are effective. However, some progestins have androgenic properties, meaning they act similarly to testosterone, and can worsen acne. Progestins with lower or no androgenic activity include norgestimate, desogestrel, and drospirenone. Birth control pills specifically approved for acne treatment by the FDA include orthotricycline, norgestimate, estrostep, norethindrone, Yaz, drospirenone, and Bayaz, drospirenone with additional vitamins. These pills typically show acne improvement after 3 to 4 months of use, with maximum improvement by 6 months. Starting a new birth control pill doesn't immediately improve acne. Acne often temporarily worsens in the first 1 to 2 months as your body adjusts to new hormone levels. This temporary worsening isn't a sign the pill won't work, it's normal. Stick with your chosen pill for at least 3 months before concluding it isn't working. If after 3 months acne hasn't improved, discuss switching to a different progestin or a different pill formulation with your gynecologist or dermatologist. Spironolactone is an alternative or complementary treatment for hormonal acne. This medication is a potassium-sparing diuretic that also acts as an androgen receptor antagonist, blocking androgens from affecting skin cells. Spironolactone is typically used at doses of 50 to 100 mg daily for acne treatment. It's often prescribed in combination with birth control pills for additional effectiveness. Spironolactone requires careful monitoring. Potential side effects include dizziness, lightheadedness, menstrual irregularities, and breast tenderness. More serious but rare complications include elevated potassium levels that can affect heart rhythm. Regular blood tests monitoring kidney function and potassium levels are necessary when taking spironolactone. Despite these considerations, many dermatologists consider spironolactone an excellent option for hormonal acne, particularly when combined with topical treatments and possibly birth control pills. Lifestyle factors significantly impact hormonal acne. Stress increases cortisol production, which increases androgen activity and sebum production. Implementing stress reduction techniques like meditation, yoga, regular exercise, and adequate sleep improves hormonal balance and acne. Regular aerobic exercise appears particularly beneficial for hormonal regulation. Diet influences hormonal acne through multiple mechanisms. High glycemic foods spike blood sugar and insulin, stimulating sebaceous gland activity and androgen production. Reducing refined carbohydrates and sugar while increasing complex carbohydrates, fiber, and whole foods helps regulate blood sugar and improve acne. Some research suggests dairy products, particularly skim milk, may trigger acne through hormonal pathways. Reducing dairy or switching to hormone-free milk might help if dairy appears to worsen your acne. Insulin resistance, common in women with PCOS, worsens hormonal acne. Reducing refined carbohydrates and sugar, eating regular meals with balanced macronutrients, and maintaining healthy body weight improves insulin sensitivity and can significantly reduce acne. Adding inositol supplementation may help with insulin resistance in some women. Discuss this with your healthcare provider. When to consider professional treatment for hormonal acne. If your acne is severe, widespread, or causes significant psychological distress, see a dermatologist and gynecologist together. If topical treatments haven't adequately controlled your acne after 3 months of consistent use, discuss systemic treatment options. If you suspect hormonal imbalances, irregular periods, excessive hair growth, fertility issues, see both specialists. Guide 8. Natural and evidence-based home remedies for mild to moderate acne. While prescription and over-the-counter acne treatments are scientifically validated and highly effective, several natural ingredients have research supporting their acne-fighting properties. These natural remedies can supplement professional treatments or be used alone for mild acne. Understanding which natural ingredients are evidence-based versus marketing hype is crucial. Tea tree oil is one of the most researched natural acne remedies. Multiple studies demonstrate its antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. Tea tree oil kills acne-causing bacteria and reduces inflammation associated with pimples. However, undiluted tea tree oil is irritating and can cause contact dermatitis, redness, and dryness. Always dilute tea tree oil with a carrier oil like coconut oil, jojoba oil, or argan oil before applying to skin. A typical dilution is 5 to 10% tea tree oil mixed with carrier oil. Apply this diluted mixture as a spot treatment to individual pimples using a cotton swab. Don't apply to your entire face, as this may be overly drying. Aloe vera has well-documented anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. Pure aloe vera gel, applied directly from the leaf or as a pure gel product, soothes inflamed acne, reduces redness, and promotes healing. Aloe vera doesn't have the side effects associated with many acne treatments. It won't dry your skin excessively or cause irritation. Apply pure aloe vera gel as a spot treatment or all over your face as a lightweight moisturizer. Most people tolerate aloe vera well, though some experience mild irritation. If you're allergic to plants in the Liliaceae family, lilies, onions, garlic, you might react to aloe. Honey, particularly raw and manuka honey, has antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and healing properties. Raw honey contains enzymes and compounds that fight bacteria and reduce inflammation. It's gentle and suitable even for sensitive skin. Apply raw honey as an occasional face mask. Mix a small amount with water to create a spreadable consistency. Apply to clean skin for 10 to 15 minutes, then rinse with lukewarm water. You can do this 1 to 2 times weekly. Some people apply honey directly to pimples as a spot treatment. Honey is gentle, affordable, and many people find it effective for mild acne. Green tea contains powerful antioxidants called catechins that have antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and sebum-reducing properties. Studies demonstrate that topical green tea application reduces acne severity. Brew strong green tea, allow it to cool completely, and use it as a rinse after cleansing, as a toner, or apply it to your face with a cotton pad. Alternatively, use a face mask or moisturizer containing green tea extract. Many commercial skincare products now include green tea for its antioxidant benefits. Most people tolerate green tea topically well, though those with sensitive skin might experience mild treatments, typically 3 to 6, provide progressive improvement. Laser resurfacing works for all scar types but is most effective for shallow scars and ice pick scars. Dermal fillers inject material beneath scars to fill depressions temporarily. Different fillers last varying lengths. Some last 6 months, others 1 to 2 years. This approach works well for ice pick and boxcar scars but requires repeat treatments. Filler results are immediate, making this attractive for short-term improvement. Microneedling creates controlled microinjuries, stimulating collagen production and remodeling scarred tissue. Multiple sessions, typically 4 to 6, provide progressive scar improvement. Microneedling works for all scar types and is relatively affordable compared to laser treatments. Chemical peels can improve shallow scars through repeated treatments. TCA, trichloroacetic acid, peels at medium depth can improve scar appearance, though results are less dramatic than laser or microneedling. Treatment selection depends on scar type, depth, and individual factors. Dermatologists typically recommend combination approaches, perhaps subcision combined with microneedling, or laser resurfacing combined with fillers. Severe, extensive scarring might warrant multiple treatment types performed sequentially. Realistic expectations are essential. Most scars can be significantly improved but rarely completely eliminated. Even after multiple treatments, mild scarring typically remains. However, significant improvement is usually achievable with appropriate treatments. Guide 13: Face Masks and Professional Facials for Acne Management. Face masks and professional facials supplement your daily skincare routine, providing concentrated treatments and professional expertise. Understanding various mask types and facial treatments helps you select appropriate options for your skin concerns. Clay masks absorb excess oil and impurities, making them ideal for oily, acne-prone skin. Green clay and kaolin clay are particularly effective. These masks draw out sebum, bacteria, and impurities from pores. Use clay masks 1 to 2 times weekly for 10 to 15 minutes on clean skin. Apply evenly, avoiding the eye area. As the mask dries, you'll feel slight tightening as oil is extracted. Rinse with lukewarm water and follow with moisturizer, as clay masks can be drying. Sheet masks infused with acne-fighting ingredients like salicylic acid, tea tree oil, or niacinamide provide targeted treatment and hydration simultaneously. Apply sheet masks to clean skin for 15 to 20 minutes, then remove and pat remaining serum into skin. Use 2 to 3 times weekly. Sheet masks are convenient, mess-free, and come in numerous formulations targeting specific concerns. Hydrating masks with hyaluronic acid, glycerin, or ceramides balance skin and prevent overdrying from acne treatments. These masks are essential if your acne treatment regimen is causing excessive dryness. Use hydrating masks 1 to 2 times weekly, particularly on days when you're using strong actives like retinoids or chemical exfoliants. Mud masks similar to clay masks draw impurities from pores while providing mineral content. Some formulations include additional active ingredients. Use similarly to clay masks, 1 to 2 times weekly for 10 to 15 minutes. Charcoal masks draw impurities from deep within pores. While popular, they can be overly drying. Use sparingly, perhaps monthly, if you have very oily skin. Avoid if your skin is dry or sensitive. Overnight masks are left on overnight and act as intensive treatments. Some are essentially very rich moisturizers, while others contain actives like retinol or acids. These work well for providing intensive treatment without time constraints. Apply as your final nighttime step and sleep with the mask on. Spot masks apply highly concentrated treatments to specific areas rather than your entire face. These are useful when some areas are more problematic than others. Apply to clean skin and leave on as directed. Important mask principles. Never use multiple mask types on the same day. Choose one mask per skincare session. Always follow mask application with appropriate moisturizer, as masks can be drying. Start with masks once weekly, increasing frequency only as your skin demonstrates tolerance. Don't leave masks on longer than recommended. Longer application doesn't mean better results and risks overdrying. Masks are supplements to your core routine, not replacements for daily cleansing and treatment. Professional facials go beyond at-home masks, utilizing professional strength products, specialized equipment, and esthetician expertise. A typical acne-focused facial includes cleansing, exfoliation, extraction, treatment mask, and moisturizer application. The extraction component, professional removal of comedones, provides benefits impossible to achieve safely at home. Hydrofacial uses suction technology to extract impurities from pores without harsh manual extraction. A spiral tip applies suction while simultaneously infusing treatment serums. Hydrofacials provide immediate visible improvement, particularly for comedones. Most people see results after a single treatment, with cumulative benefits after 4 to 6 treatments performed monthly. Chemical peel facials use professional strength acids, glycolic acid, salicylic acid, or lactic acid, to exfoliate multiple skin layers. Superficial peels cause mild redness and slight flaking but require no downtime. Medium peels cause more significant exfoliation and require several days of recovery. Chemical peels improve acne, texture, and hyperpigmentation significantly. Monthly superficial peels or quarterly medium peels provide excellent results. Blue light therapy facials use specific light wavelengths to kill acne-causing bacteria. Blue light, around 415 nanometers wavelength, is particularly effective against Cutibacterium acnes. Treatments typically last 15 to 20 minutes. Most treatment plans include 6 to 8 sessions, sometimes combined with red light therapy for inflammation reduction. Blue light therapy is particularly valuable for those seeking non-chemical treatment or for bacterial acne resistant to other treatments. Microdermabrasion facials use fine crystals or a diamond tip to physically exfoliate skin. This removes dead skin cells, unclogs pores, and stimulates collagen production. Results are immediate visible skin smoothing. Regular microdermabrasion, monthly, maintains clear skin and improves texture. Oxygen facials infuse pressurized oxygen with serums deep into skin. While marketed aggressively, evidence for exceptional benefits is limited. However, many people report improved hydration and glow after oxygen facials. Dermaplane facials use a sterile blade to remove fine facial hair and dead skin cells. This provides exfoliation and hair removal simultaneously. Results are immediate, smooth, bright skin. However, dermaplane isn't appropriate for acne-prone or actively inflamed skin, as the blade can irritate lesions. Laser facials use laser technology for exfoliation, collagen stimulation, and targeted treatment of specific concerns. Fractional laser facials are gentler than full laser resurfacing and provide results with minimal downtime. Professional facials are most effective when combined with consistent home skincare. Monthly professional treatments combined with daily. Guide 22, Oral Antibiotics for Acne, Types, Mechanisms, Resistance, and Long-Term Management. Oral antibiotics have been acne treatment staples for decades, effectively controlling moderate to severe inflammatory acne. Understanding antibiotic options, their effectiveness, the critical issue of antibiotic resistance, and appropriate usage patterns is essential for optimal acne treatment. Oral antibiotics treat acne through multiple mechanisms. First, they kill Cutibacterium acnes bacteria, reducing bacterial colonization in follicles. Second, at acne-treating doses, they have significant anti-inflammatory effects beyond their antibacterial properties. Third, they can reduce lipase production, an enzyme that increases sebum irritancy, decreasing acne inflammation. The combination of these effects makes antibiotics highly effective for inflammatory acne. Doxycycline is the most commonly prescribed oral antibiotic for acne. It's effective, relatively inexpensive, and generally well tolerated. Typical dosing is 100 mg once or twice daily. Doxycycline has additional anti-inflammatory effects beyond its antibacterial action, partly explaining its effectiveness for acne. However, doxycycline has notable drawbacks. It can cause photosensitivity, sun sensitivity, so strict sunscreen use is essential during treatment. It can cause esophageal irritation if not taken properly, requiring taking it upright with significant water and not lying down for 30 minutes afterward. Some women experience vaginal yeast infections due to disruption of normal bacterial flora. Birth control pill effectiveness can be reduced by doxycycline in some individuals, requiring backup contraception. Minocycline is an alternative tetracycline antibiotic with similar effectiveness to doxycycline. It's lipophilic, fat-soluble, allowing it to penetrate sebaceous glands well. Minocycline can cause blue discoloration of skin and mucous membranes with long-term use. While this is reversible upon discontinuation, it's an undesirable potential side effect. Minocycline also has slightly higher risks of drug-induced lupus and autoimmune hepatitis compared to doxycycline, though these are rare. Many dermatologists now prefer doxycycline over minocycline due to these considerations. Azithromycin is a macrolide antibiotic sometimes used for acne. It's taken at lower doses than typical infection-treating doses, 250 mg 3 times weekly. Azithromycin has strong anti-inflammatory effects. However, Cutibacterium acnes resistance to azithromycin is increasingly common, making it less reliable than tetracyclines. Azithromycin is often reserved for patients who cannot tolerate tetracyclines. Trimethoprim sulfamethoxazole, TMPSMX, is a combination antibiotic occasionally used for acne, particularly in patients who cannot tolerate tetracyclines. However, it's less effective than tetracyclines and has higher allergy rates, limiting its use. Combining retinoids with other acne treatments provides advanced results. After retinoid tolerance is established, typically 8 to 12 weeks, carefully introducing benzoyl peroxide on different days, perhaps retinoid at night, benzoyl peroxide in the morning or on different evenings, can enhance overall acne control. However, this requires careful management. Combining retinoids with strong treatments too early in the process causes excessive irritation. Wait until you're using retinoids nightly without significant irritation before attempting combination with benzoyl peroxide. Combining salicylic acid with retinoids requires similar caution. Both are exfoliating and somewhat irritating, so combining them immediately is unwise. After 8 to 12 weeks of stable retinoid use with good tolerance, you might use salicylic acid cleanser in the morning and retinoid at night. The salicylic acid provides daytime exfoliation and sebum control, while retinoid provides nighttime cellular turnover and anti-inflammatory benefits. Oral antibiotics plus retinoids represent an advanced combination for moderate inflammatory acne. The antibiotic controls bacterial inflammation while the retinoid addresses cellular turnover and sebaceous gland normalization. This combination is particularly effective for acne resistant to topical treatments alone. However, careful introduction is necessary. If possible, allow 4 to 8 weeks of antibiotic therapy before introducing retinoids, then start retinoids at low frequency and concentration. Hormonal treatments combined with topical treatments represent a synergistic approach for hormonal acne in women. Oral contraceptives or spironolactone address the hormonal root cause, while topical treatments manage surface acne manifestations. This combination often provides superior results to either approach alone. For example, a woman might be on spironolactone plus doxycycline plus benzoyl peroxide, addressing hormone regulation, bacterial factors, and inflammation simultaneously. Chemical peels combined with home treatments provide enhanced results. Monthly superficial chemical peels combined with daily topical acne treatments provide more dramatic results than either approach alone. The chemical peel removes surface impurities and promotes cellular turnover, while daily treatments maintain and enhance the peeling results. Vitamin C plus niacinamide represents a complementary antioxidant combination that doesn't directly treat acne but provides skin-supportive benefits. Both are non-irritating and well-tolerated together. Apply vitamin C in the morning for antioxidant protection, and niacinamide can be included in morning or evening moisturizers. These support overall skin health during active acne treatment. Important principles for combination therapy. Never introduce multiple new treatments simultaneously. If you want to combine treatments, introduce them sequentially. Establish tolerance to one treatment before adding another. For example, establish stable benzoyl peroxide use for 4 weeks before adding salicylic acid to your routine. Use complementary treatments on different parts of your routine when possible. For example, use salicylic acid cleanser in the morning, brief contact, mild treatment, and benzoyl peroxide leave-on at night, extended contact, potentially more irritating. This separation minimizes cumulative irritation. Monitor for excessive irritation. If combining treatments causes significant redness, dryness, peeling, or sensitivity beyond what either treatment alone causes, reduce frequency of one or both treatments. You can use both treatments but at lower frequencies, for example, benzoyl peroxide once daily instead of twice daily, or salicylic acid 2 to 3 times weekly instead of daily. The sandwich method reduces irritation when combining treatments. Apply your first treatment, perhaps benzoyl peroxide, wait 20 minutes, apply moisturizer, then apply your second treatment, perhaps retinoid. This dilutes treatment somewhat and reduces irritation while maintaining efficacy. Some combinations should be avoided or approached cautiously. Vitamin C and benzoyl peroxide together can reduce vitamin C effectiveness, so apply these at different times. Retinoids and strong chemical exfoliants used on the same evening can cause excessive irritation. Separate these if combining. Benzoyl peroxide with niacinamide is generally fine, though separating them, benzoyl peroxide at night, niacinamide in morning moisturizer, is easier. Assessment of combination therapy effectiveness requires patience. Most people need 8 to 12 weeks of consistent combination therapy to determine if it's working well. Acne doesn't improve overnight. Allow adequate time for evaluation. Adjusting combinations based on response is important. If one component seems essential while another isn't providing obvious benefit, you might discontinue the less beneficial component. Conversely, if you're experiencing insufficient improvement, you might increase one component's frequency or concentration, or add an additional treatment, perhaps adding retinoid to an existing benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid combination. Professional guidance is valuable when considering combination therapy for severe acne. Your dermatologist can recommend appropriate combinations, warn about potential interactions, and guide introduction sequencing. Don't hesitate to discuss combination therapy approaches with your dermatologist. Guide 24, Understanding and Managing Fungal Acne, Malassezia folliculitis. Fungal acne, more accurately called Malassezia folliculitis or Pityrosporum folliculitis, is often misdiagnosed as bacterial acne. This condition presents similarly to acne but results from yeast overgrowth rather than bacterial infection, requiring different treatment approaches. Understanding this condition prevents prolonged ineffective treatment with standard acne medications. Malassezia is a naturally occurring yeast on human skin. In most people, it colonizes skin without causing problems. However, in some individuals, conditions favor malassezia overgrowth, leading to follicle inflammation and fungal acne appearance. Unlike bacterial acne caused by Cutibacterium acnes, fungal acne results from yeast proliferation. Fungal acne typically appears as uniform, small pustules, often in clusters on the back, chest, and shoulders, though facial fungal acne occurs. The pustules are often quite uniform in size and appearance, less variable than typical bacterial acne. Fungal acne is often very itchy or uncomfortable, more so than typical acne. It often appears or worsens after antibiotic courses, as antibiotic elimination of competing bacteria allows malassezia to proliferate unopposed. Several factors promote malassezia overgrowth. Warm, humid environments favor yeast growth, explaining why fungal acne often worsens in summer or in humid climates. Excessive sweating creates favorable conditions. Wearing tight, non-breathable clothing traps moisture and heat, promoting yeast overgrowth. Immunosuppression or diabetes can promote yeast overgrowth. Recent antibiotic courses allow malassezia to proliferate. Oil-based products and heavy moisturizers can promote yeast growth in susceptible individuals. Diagnosing fungal acne requires suspicion. If your acne doesn't respond to standard acne treatments, doesn't respond to antibiotics, or started after antibiotics, fungal acne is possible. Your dermatologist can perform a KOH, potassium hydroxide, preparation or fungal culture to confirm malassezia, though clinical diagnosis is often sufficient. Standard bacterial acne treatments are ineffective for fungal acne because they don't address yeast. Benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid have minimal effect on malassezia. Antibiotics don't treat yeast. Retinoids don't specifically treat yeast. Using these treatments on fungal acne can be frustrating. You follow a good acne regimen but see no improvement because the underlying cause isn't bacterial. Topical antifungals effectively treat fungal acne. Ketoconazole, available in shampoos and creams, kills malassezia. Apply 2% ketoconazole cream to affected areas daily. Acne resistant to standard topical treatments, particularly if inflammatory and deep, often reflects hormonal causes. Women with other hormonal symptoms, irregular periods, excessive hair growth, hair loss, fertility issues, should definitely pursue hormonal evaluation. Primary hormone involved in acne is androgen, particularly testosterone and DHT, dihydrotestosterone. However, most women with hormonal acne have normal total testosterone levels but exhibit heightened skin sensitivity to androgens. This explains why some women with normal hormones still have significant hormonal acne. It's about skin sensitivity, not absolute hormone levels. Relevant hormonal tests for acne evaluation include total testosterone, free testosterone, calculated or direct measurement, DHT, dihydrotestosterone, DHAS, dehydroepiandrosterone sulfate, LH, luteinizing hormone, FSH, follicle-stimulating hormone, and androstenedione. These tests assess androgen status and ovulatory function. Additionally, tests for other hormones affecting acne include estradiol, progesterone, tested in luteal phase for ovulation confirmation, cortisol, for stress-related endocrine effects, and thyroid function, TSH, free T4, may be relevant. Ovulatory dysfunction, present in conditions like PCOS, contributes to hormonal acne. PCOS involves elevated androgen production, irregular ovulation, and insulin resistance. Women with PCOS typically have irregular periods, acne, hirsutism, excessive hair growth, androgenetic alopecia, pattern hair loss, and often obesity. Testing for PCOS is appropriate for women with these symptoms. PCOS diagnosis requires ovulatory dysfunction, irregular periods, plus hyperandrogenism, elevated androgens or clinical signs, and/or polycystic ovarian appearance on ultrasound. Baseline hormonal testing during the follicular phase, first 7 days of menstrual cycle, is standard because hormone levels are more stable and baseline during this phase. FSH and LH are assessed during the follicular phase. Progesterone is tested during the luteal phase, typically 7 to 8 days after ovulation, to confirm ovulation occurred. Testing hormone levels at the wrong cycle phase produces misleading results. Understanding test results requires expert interpretation because normal ranges vary widely and what's normal for general population might indicate androgen excess relative to individual baseline. A testosterone of 50 ING/DL is normal for most women but might represent significant elevation for a particular individual. Free testosterone is often more clinically relevant than total testosterone because it represents the active hormone, though measuring free testosterone is technically challenging and prone to error. Elevated DHAS, particularly if greater than 350 μg/dl, suggests adrenal androgen excess and warrants further adrenal evaluation. Elevated androstenedione suggests adrenal or ovarian androgen production. Elevated LH with normal or low FSH suggests ovulatory dysfunction characteristic of PCOS. If hormonal testing reveals significant androgen excess, additional testing might assess the source. Adrenal tumors or ovarian tumors very rarely cause acne but can cause very severe hyperandrogenism. Evaluating clinical presentation helps distinguish adrenal from ovarian sources. ACTH stimulation testing can differentiate adrenal from ovarian androgen excess if warranted. Interpreting results in clinical context is essential. You might have borderline elevated testosterone with classic hormonal acne, jawline breakouts, cyclical pattern, making hormonal treatment appropriate despite normal lab values. Conversely, you might have elevated testosterone labs without significant acne, making hormonal treatment unnecessary. Clinical presentation guides treatment more than isolated lab values. When to pursue hormonal evaluation, irregular or absent menstrual periods, acne with cyclical menstrual pattern, acne onset in adulthood, acne concentrated on jawline and lower face, acne resistant to standard treatments, signs of hyperandrogenism, hirsutism, hair loss, male pattern baldness, family history of PCOS or hormonal disorders, concerns about fertility. Other reasons to evaluate hormonal status. Additionally, pursuing evaluation before starting hormonal treatments gives baseline data to assess treatment effectiveness. Working with appropriate clinicians, gynecologists are ideal for hormonal evaluation in women, though some dermatologists also perform this evaluation. Reproductive endocrinologists specialize in hormonal disorders and are appropriate referrals for complex cases or PCOS evaluation. Family medicine physicians can perform initial evaluation. Choosing a clinician experienced in hormonal acne and PCOS improves evaluation quality. After hormonal evaluation, appropriate treatment depends on findings. If PCOS is confirmed, treatment includes hormonal contraceptives for acne and period regulation, spironolactone, antiandrogen, metformin for insulin resistance, and lifestyle modification. If adrenal androgen excess is identified, dexamethasone might be considered. If results are normal despite hormonal acne pattern, empirical hormonal treatment, oral contraceptive or spironolactone, remains appropriate despite normal labs. Timeline for hormonal treatment effectiveness is months, not weeks. Hormonal treatments typically require 3 to 6 months to show acne improvement, with maximal improvement often occurring after 6 to 12 months. Patience is necessary. Discontinuing hormonal treatment after 2 to 3 months before full benefits appear is a common mistake. Reassessment after hormonal treatment initiation is valuable. Repeating key hormonal tests, particularly free and total testosterone, after several months on hormonal treatment confirms that the treatment is achieving hormonal effects. If testosterone hasn't decreased despite hormonal treatment, investigating why, medication noncompliance, inadequate dosing, ineffective treatment choice, is appropriate. Guide 38, Dietary Supplements for Acne, Evidence-Based Review of Oral Supplements. Numerous dietary supplements are marketed for acne with varying levels of evidence. Understanding which supplements have evidence, realistic expectations for supplementation, and appropriate dosing guides inform decisions about supplementation. Zinc supplementation has evidence for acne improvement, particularly in individuals with zinc deficiency. Zinc supports immune function, wound healing, and inflammation reduction, all relevant to acne. Studies show that oral zinc at 30 to 50 mg daily improves acne moderately. However, excessive zinc supplementation, above 150 mg daily long-term, causes nausea and interferes with copper absorption. Typical zinc supplementation is 25 to 30 mg daily. Zinc is more effective for those with demonstrated zinc deficiency, though some people without deficiency also benefit. Blood zinc levels can be tested to assess zinc status, though zinc testing is not widely available. Vitamin D supplementation shows promise for acne. Vitamin D has immune and anti-inflammatory effects relevant to acne. Low vitamin D levels correlate with worse acne. Vitamin D supplementation at 1000 to 400 IU daily